Tell them to kicking me out, man. Let's see.
No, what I was gonna say is for the guy who says she should have walked away. I'm saying, don't that work both ways? Like the dude had legs too, right? Yeah, feet. He could have
Mm-hmm.
walked through. So breaking contact is just not where just one part.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the way. That's the way. Number one,
Damn.
people think we've been taught that retreating or breaking contact from from altercations is an act of cowardice. And I'm gonna tell anybody on here that thinks that you goofy. The baddest mother chickens on the planet. I don't care if you special forces. I don't care if you a SEAL team. I don't care if you a CIA embedded spook. One of the things you're allowed to do is break contact. So you out here with your with your with your white T-shirt on and your basketball shorts, you can break contact too. So you can go home and be alive tomorrow. Like that's so stupid. What people think it's some kind of act of cowardice to walk away from a conflict, bro. The more
And
dangerous I became, the more likely I was to walk away from somebody being foolish. How
Mm-hmm.
about that?
Right.
because when I look at the situation, and that's what I was trying to say, that it just makes me sad because where's the conflict resolution, man? Like,
Exactly.
how does it have to go there,
De-escalation.
bro?
Right.
Like, how can you not control yourself? That the only way you can handle yourself is an argument. It's not only are you just hitting a woman, you don't have enough restraint to not even hit a damn stranger. Don't know that woman from a can of
Because
paint.
you know what we've been taught, y'all? We've been taught. Oh,
Look.
snap. Oh, let me put my thing on. What's that? Y'all know what we've been taught as men in our community? We've been taught that emotion is a female trait, right?
Nope.
Yep.
Unless you lose your temper, then anger is okay. Like all the other emotions you can't do because you're a female. But if you get angry, that's straight. So we could do that though. Y'all don't get out of here with this foolishness, man.
Right.
Mm.
Crazy,
Look,
bro.
I get mad, man. And myself, I would say sometimes I've taken the short end of the stick of what I've tolerated, sometimes dignity times,
Mm-hmm.
to not let myself go somewhere and do something or say something to a person that I know will hurt. But I
Yeah.
bear a lot of BS to keep the
Yeah.
peace. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
Right. For
end of
sure.
the day, it's about going home.
Yep.
And end of the day, it's about not really hurting people, strangers and people that you love. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
men, yes, we have to show restraint. We hate it. I hate it. It's not fair. But it's some bullets that I bite. I'm like, ooh, that's a tough one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. For sure. It's difficult, but it's part of emotional maturity though,
Mm-hmm.
and even weighing the likely outcome.
Yeah.
Dudes don't even know how to calculate the likely outcome. Yeah, I'm tough. First of all, most people are only tough to a certain point, right?
Yeah.
Everybody got a breaking point. Most people will never know it though. However, you acting the donkey, you don't want to back down and look like no kind of coward. That's not tough. And I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying this would happen because I didn't see it, but I'm saying it happens enough for me to know that it does happen. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. My question is even like this, cuz, right? Like you say, a lot of people not tough. How many just men would just really sign up for no weapon, just a straight up fight, can even take a punch with no gloves, just a raw knuckle punch to the nose with no headgear? How many
Most people
people
can't.
signing up for that?
Well, not many, because most people
No,
can't.
they can't. So a lot of people are fearful and not trying to do that. Like, the dude kind of been on some goofy stuff. Finesse 2 times. I was liking him when he came out last year, but he been kind of like whack corny this year.
Yeah.
But one thing he talked about, he did an interview when he was talking $1 million worth of game, and he was talking about prison, and he was like, man, he says sometimes you don't know just the sounds of how raw flesh sounds when it's getting stabbed, or the
Yeah.
sounds these guys making when they getting stabbed, or when they getting punched and getting beat and hit with pipes. You don't even know the type of sounds they're making. He said it
Yes.
keeps them up at night.
Yes.
Nobody is signing up to put their body in bodily harm, and that's why you
No.
see cowards shoot people or pick on weak targets.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Because they can spot a victim, and this is another thing. A lot of people be like, yeah, a wolf know another wolf. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? When a wolf see a wolf, hey, nigga, lone wolves die in the wild. Keep that wolf
Yep.
stuff to yourself.
And
So when you
lions do.
separate a wolf from his pack, they die most of the time. I don't want to hear that wolf stuff either. On my face.
Hit it on the head, man. But like I say, man, I just go back to it. Conflict resolution. Why
Yes.
are we not doing that? Value of life. Like I'm
De-escalation.
saying, like, even just both of them. Like, I wouldn't even because I'm not putting no blame on the lady, but it's like, why are we even arguing like that in public?
Yes. Everybody got to take some responsibility in this. Nobody walks away clean.
Because my thing is, how does something so quick get to that point? Like, I know a lot of people been making jokes. I get it. It's online. Satire, all type of stuff.
Right.
But for real, those people had in their mind to go and get some food. And they should have just been going back home.
Yeah.
How does an argument escalate to something like that? Your lack of control. And then unfortunately, too, who knows what happened? How long he gonna wail on that woman if her son didn't go and protect her?
Right.
So it's like,
and watch this.
dude,
And who knows who his family knows where they might want to get back at the little boy. It might not even be over. See what I'm saying? This is it's so many layers to this.
Yes, just because of lack of self-control, man.
Yep.
Like I tell my sons all the time, I talk to all men about it. Controlling your emotions. What's good, bro? Controlling yourself.
Yep.
Because we can do some things, man, that we can't come back from. I'm fortunate that I've never put my hands on a woman, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm scared for what I can do.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm
damn near 300 pounds. If I hit a woman with all my force, man, I may be scared that she's not coming back. I'm not about to take them risks, bro. I'm not about to try to wrestle with you because I might snap your neck. I'm not getting involved with no women, bro. I don't care what you say to me. I'm not about to put my freedom at risk because I know I can fuck you up. I give you points for doing that.
Right. I don't got to prove to myself that I can either because I already know.
No, I already know how this going.
Right.
You needed my help to move the couch. I know I could beat your ass.
Right.
Yes, I'm going to leave.
Yes.
Fuck out my face.
Let's get this over. We not finna be having this. And then this is where the wisdom of dual parent households and men explaining stuff to their daughters and women explaining stuff to their sons from the other perspective can help the community as a whole. So I'm a girl dad, you know what I'm saying? I don't let my daughter put her hands on her brother.
Yep.
Number one, that's your older. He's 6 years older than you. You can't beat him.
Nope. You can't.
Number two, don't just think, oh, well, daddy, you know what I'm saying? He ain't just, because I'm spoiled. And no, we're not finna do that. That is not finna go. You're not spoiled like that. Stop. Don't do that. Do not touch my son, little girl. because you're gonna put yourself in a position that you can't get yourself out of.
Yeah. But even vice versa, on the other extreme of the chick that got her brother killed going after the former football player Travis Rudolph.
Yep.
You don't have control of your emotions enough, woman, that you lied on that man. And you lied on that man and got your brother packed up.
Yep. He out of here.
And you married. It's like the audacity of you.
Right. That's that craziness though. Because if you're amoral in one situation, you're likely to be amoral in more situations. You just don't know it yet. And then you find it out. You're like, dang, I really just did this the wrong way because I'm a bad person. Nobody ever say that. Like, yeah, why did this happen? Because I'm a piece of crap.
And I even told my sister, you know, as she was coming up and doing whatever, I'm like, I'm going to just tell you right now, I'm like, don't get me involved in your stuff. Because I'm like, I'm not even that call if you even about to play the game of getting back and forth with. You know what I'm saying? Just don't involve me in no BS. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, chill out and know what's going on. Because I'm like, you're putting too many people's lives involved and just something that should be between y'all.
Yeah. That's the thing that we don't get that schooling and all that stuff, right? So I think a lot of people, man, just missed out on a lot of these lessons, and then we have a lot of people out in the world. And let's keep it a buck. I told people years ago, I said we keep saying that boys and girls are the same, and there's no difference, and they gonna start believing you. And the next thing you know, it's gonna be bar fights where dudes punching girls in the face because they grew up thinking everybody the same. We gotta stop allowing people to let us ignore biological differences no matter what you believe in. You don't want to see what's old girl that's the boxing champion from Flint.
Clarissa Shields.
You don't want to see her boxing Jermell Charlo. Why? Because there's a difference, even if they weigh the same.
Man, he could end her life.
Right. So that whole, you know, we treat everybody with dignity and respect. Everybody is an image bearer. They deserve to be alive. You don't need to be. But what I'm saying is stop lying to people saying that everything is the same and there's no difference. There's a clear difference.
Like I say, man, it just also goes back to, and I hate it, if we really did value life and if we really did, just like I said, conflict resolution, playing out the outcomes. Like, and I think about a lot of things. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was disrespected in a meeting a few weeks ago, or it might have been last week, and I was ready to like rip some heads off as it's happening, but I had to go the professional route. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do that, and you know, I end up being really like apologized to and really cleared up of what I was being railroaded for.
Right.
But if I'm unprofessional, cussing people out, yelling, making threats, it's only going to make it worse. And I had to play all that out.
Yeah.
I had to breathe. I had to calm down so that I don't ruin my reputation and make a situation worse, all for trying to get some clout and keep some respect. Like I say, it's never disrespectful to stand up for yourself, but you can be disrespectful even if you standing up for yourself.
Yeah, in the midst of that, how do you do it? What methods do you use?
It got to be things in decency and order. That's just what I told a lady the other day when I was, you know, having a hearing about a writer up. I was like, there are processes and how we deal with certain things, and we have to follow. And I said, the moment you didn't do that, you were wrong. You took matters in your own hands because you couldn't control yourself. Now the person you had an issue with, you roped into it too now. It's stupid. We don't think of that. We're not taught that. We're just taught to be, and that's what I was telling her too. You know, you're going worse, and now we're seeing who's going to be the most vicious. And now the most lawlessness person is going to be the one standing on top. And why? Who decides enough is enough?
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
who decides, man, we in front of people, you around your child, man. Let's just get home.
Yeah. Let's
Woman
make
would have started
it out.
arguing with me, I would have just been like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I might have left. Because I'm like, this just gets nowhere.
Yeah.
Arguing with you gets me nowhere. We both gonna look ignorant, and I'm probably gonna get even more delayed on what I'm there for.
Yeah. That that whole entire thing and incidents make my feet itch, but what really makes my feet itch is the responses to it. After
Yes,
number one, people
over the place.
respond immediately. I'm not about to respond immediately because information comes out slowly. If you think you got all the answers on day one, you're a fool. Unless you were a first person witness. So that's the first thing. Because people split into factions off rip. Because I saw people posting and I didn't even know what was going on.
Really?
But I'm like, if that happened last night, how do you know that the side you took is the right side?
Man, there's so many things that I just try to sit back and just try to get all my information on. And I just try to have the right people. I'm now also cognizant of where I'm getting news sources from.
It matters. I posted that the other day.
Yeah, it matters because you would be quick to get first. Like I even shared the Kaminga photos amongst us, but really Kendrick Perkins, when he went out there and put that he thought Jonathan Kaminga was 7'2", and this guy is really being paid as a basketball authority. So you can't really be quick to like report things. Like a lot of people was posting the stuff about Jonathan Majors and like, oh, he won his case and all that. No, all he did was went and filed a counter suit. No one has been exonerated. Now there may be a chance that his case can go in his favor, but you just can't go out there and put like, oh, he won. Even the stuff with Kanye and Adidas, people, oh man, Kanye got Adidas to fold. No, Adidas was sitting on inventory. They're still going to make 90% of the revenue from this sale.
Yes.
It wasn't a win, bro. Dude still doesn't have a new deal. Dude is still the same position that where he was at in December. But because someone's released something that agree with them, now they're out here wanting to put it out as something's right and truthful. And a lot of it, just to sum it up, because I know I'm bloviating, is people just want to push their own agendas. And they're going to support whatever source is going to do that.
Yeah. That's the number one bias in America. It's not a racial bias.
Thanks, Trev.
It's not a religious bias. It is not a sports bias. It is confirmation bias. That's the tendency in us to believe things that we already think we want to know. And from sources that already agree with us. That's what they at.
No, it is. You want confirmation bias because, like I say, we just got this complex of we just want to do what feels right, not what is actually right. You get what I'm saying? And now back to the mode of the root of what people are doing. Now people just want to be selfish. So if you got your own selfish agenda, things are going to be worse. Yeah. So now what agendas are going to be going to be pushed? You're going to look at violence in the Black community. You're going to look at the Black woman is the most unprotected person on the planet. You're going to go through